don't know who banned you. It may have been Lyo. It may have been Lyo. I'll have to check with him.
That's funny. That'd be funny. That'd be really funny.
But the main reason you were banned, and before we get into the whole like Psy versus Courtney thing, we can say our opinions. The main reason you were banned is because even though we took the piss out of you during that call, we genuinely want you to just get off the internet and find a new way to interact with people.
I'm doing fine.
You may think that, but coming into Discord servers with retards is not good for any social interaction.
Pretty chill there, though, you know?
You were chill.
I didn't try to start shit.
No, you were chill. I'm going to turn you down because I have you really well for some reason.
Yeah.
You were chill. Like, I'm not denying that. And, like, I am going to be blunt. I should have handled myself in that call way better. Like, I can fully accept that. I'm going to be blunt. I was a bit drunk.
Yeah,
that's because I didn't think...
I was high.
Yeah, I could tell. That's because I didn't think it would be really serious. Because, you know, when from what we saw when you came into the calls, you were just kind of easy to make fun of. Anyway, so let's start with like what we were talking about in Ace's thing about clogging up the channel. So you're asking me if I still think Psy is worse, correct?
Yeah.
Objectively, Courtney is a freak. Don't get me wrong. I don't like Courtney. She looks like a cracked up Billie Eilish. But Courtney wasn't giving children access to CP that we know of. Full disclosure, that we know of.
Gotcha.
And although Courtney is a freak who should not be around children who should genuinely get help, it doesn't change the fact that I believe, personally, that Psy is worse. And I think we can agree to disagree on that. I am going to be critical of you in this call, just so you know. Like, I'm not going to scream you and tell you to kill yourself again, because I'm a lot more chilled out than I was, however many nights ago the call was.
Gotcha.
You need to realize that, you know... Okay, you said that you don't like Lyo more than you don't like Psy, correct?
Yeah.
I feel like, personally, that's just my opinion from my experience in this community, I've been in it for way too long now, I think it's been about 4 or 5 years. I feel like your personal feelings, they shouldn't be the main focus of this, of like drama like this. You need to cover the objective facts. Yes, Lyo's a fucking idiot, don't get me wrong. Like, I like the guy, don't get me wrong. I like talking to him, we're both very autistic. But, just... Can you understand my perspective on why I think you saying, oh, Lyo's worse than Psy is retarded, to put it bluntly?
I can see that, but, you know, you gotta see my perspective on it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like, I was told by Lyo that, you know, I could, like, make friends and shit, and it's been the same thing, was I was trying to be chill, do my own thing. It's everyone else that goes after me, like, I just join, and everyone just starts ripping on me. Like, I don't even intend to start shit.
Yeah, I get that completely, and full disclosure, although I do enjoy ripping on people, because, you know, that's just kind of how I am. I'm like, oh, I'm so quirky, I'm such an asshole, but I'm not very... I don't know how to word this properly. I'm very blunt when I don't like people, and personally, I think we can both admit that we don't like each other. Like, I think, I'm gonna let it all out without screaming at you, like, calling you a retard and all that. I don't like you because I genuinely think you are mentally unwell. You need to get off Discord, and I get that this might be the only social interaction you get. I understand that completely. The world's fucking all over the place right now, and COVID didn't help with that. So, and you're like 20, right? 28?
Yeah, 28.
COVID like isolated everyone. So yeah, I do get why you like talking to people on Discord, and it's perfectly fine. I enjoy talking to people on Discord a lot whenever I'm not working or if I'm on a break or something. But you can't go into Discord servers with a bunch of commentary retards who are just going to take the piss out of you. Like, you should have expected this, first and foremost.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, and Ace's community is full of autists. I don't have anything against Ace's community. I don't have ill will towards anybody. I don't like people, but I'm not like, oh, I fucking hate you. You're a little racist. Go kill yourself, you little faggot. Like that. I'm not like that. But like, I personally just don't like people, and I'm not gonna hide that fact. Yeah, I want you to like elaborate more on like the whole Psy thing, because I do remember in the call, I don't know if we recorded it or not, because when you were in that call, it was like recording segments, because I didn't want to use up all my storage, which looking back is stupid, but hey, whatever. You said you were nicer to Psy because she was nice to you, right?
Yeah, I gave her more of a benefit of the doubt.
That is objectively a really stupid thing to do.
Why?
Look, when you're in this community, and I've been in it for years. I've not been like famous in it for years, but like I was never really famous in the first place. I was just in it, and I was in some dramas. You can't let, if people be nice to you, decide on how you're gonna like treat them or like how you're gonna talk to them. So like, let me use someone for example. Let's say Ace Non's not a kid. You know what Non's is, right?
The who?
Ace. I'm not saying he did. This is a hypothetical.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So let's say Ace was creepy to a kid. Ace and I have been friends for a while. I don't know how long specifically, because this is ages ago before like I even knew about Lio Convoy and all that shit. If Ace gave children access to CP, or like sent it to people, which, full disclosure, I know Sai didn't intentionally send it to people, she just kind of posted it in a server that has a lot of minors, which is equally as stupid in my opinion, but I'm not going to call Sai a predator. If Ace... Oh yeah, go on, sorry.
Say something about the CP claim, because I feel when you say that she gave minors CP, that it shows, like, it looks really bad for her, but when you explain that it's literature that Lily Orchard made, I was to make fun of it, completely changes that perspective. It feels like you're trying to be disingenuous about her.
I'm not trying to be
saying it's CP.
Yeah. I'm not trying to be disingenuous about towards Sai. But Stockholm is CP. It's not like video shit, because if it was video shit, I'm pretty sure fucking Sai would be crucified by now.
Right.
But it's still written CP, and I know there's smut, which I don't get, but with smut features adult characters, like 99.9% of the time. Dreamer, Lily Orchard is a paedophile, and an alleged rapist.
Yeah, I know that. I know that, yeah.
I think it's safe to say that, regardless of it being written or not, it's still classed as child pornography. No, like I'm not an expert. I want to say I'm not an expert on child psychology. I don't like children. They annoy the shit out of me. But I still think exposing kids to that shit is worse than what Courtney did. Now, I know you're gonna say something. I'll let you speak after this. I'll say this again. I know Courtney is a freak. Courtney should not be around minors. Courtney should be off the internet and probably should be in prison. But when you compare giving children access, now I'm not saying sent it directly, because from what I know, she didn't do that. She just kind of posted it in a Discord server to laugh at it. I feel like giving children access to that is infinitely worse, because A, it's child porn, and B, it's children. You're giving children access to that stuff. Like, even if it was regular porn, if it was between like 18 years old, it would still be fucking weird. Now I'm gonna let you speak, because I know you had something to say earlier.
Right. So have you heard of this piece of writing, this book called Lolita?
Lolita.
I think it was, yeah, Lolita. It was this pedophile's like fantasy book, and it was like one of the original things that talked about some guy's sex fetish for kids. And it was a book that was written, and I've seen YouTube videos of people going over it and talking about like the psyche in his other works. And
I'm gonna cut you off.
You can call that CP, because like you can call that CP, but on YouTube you're like able to talk about that, right? You're able to discuss the contents of that book.
Dreamer, that's not the point I'm trying to make.
I don't think.
Like, I know you're talking. Sorry. Let me just cut you off. I know you're trying to say something, but like that's not the point I'm trying to make. There's a difference between giving children access to something like that and analyzing it. Now, I've heard a little bit about that thing because I was an English major for a little bit. That book is disgusting.
Right. And the reason why I think like what Sai did is less than Courtney, because it wasn't like interpersonal like what Courtney did. Courtney went one-to-one with these kids and had interpersonal relationships. Sai, like, posting that on the Discord isn't that personal. It's not interpersonal. She's not like sending it to one kid. She sent it to her server. And yeah, kids did see that. And it was supposed to be an 18+ server, which is why I talked to her about like how did a 17-year-old or other minors get access to it if there was locks in place, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I just think, Courtney Pete's way worse than what Sai did.
You are completely welcome to agree to that, like to think that. I'm not going to shun you for your opinions. This is like the most civil. This is like a very civil discussion because I'm very hungover. I'm being dramatic, but I'm a little bit hungover, and I don't know if I posted this on Twitter yet, but my car was wrecked, so I'm a little bit stressed out. So I just want to be chill. Yeah, don't worry. All right. Yeah.
It's a good change of pace.
Yeah, it's a very good change of pace. Ignoring because part of me does want to scream at you, kill yourself, but like, yeah, that's just the commentary part of me. I mean, you saw it. You see it in full effect. Like, you're welcome to have your opinions. Everyone is entitled to their own opinions, no matter if you think they're right or wrong. And I'm not going to try to change your opinion. Because, you're a full-grown man, and you're allowed to have your own opinions. But I still think, like, Courtney's a freak, obviously. I will repeat that to the day I die. If Courtney did something like that to my kid, if I ever had a kid, I'd want to kick the fucking door down and shoot her in the face.
Right. But can I bring up something else, too?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because when Sai, when it came out that Sai had minors on her Discord, she did, kicked out, but apparently Vlad knows that there's still minors in it or something.
Yeah.
But she did like delete the NSFW chat and whatnot.
Yeah.
While Courtney tried to defend herself, like, oh, like, well, I'm not able to do that, or like, what are your credentials for me not doing that, right?
I get what you're trying to say, but Sai deleted it to cover her own arse. Because that's...
I do agree on that.
Yeah. That's what most people like Sai do whenever they're exposed. Like, this is the same thing with the FCK. I assume you know a little bit about that.
Oh, yeah.
Which, that situation's an entire shit show, and I'm not even going to attempt to try and get into it. Because I don't have the mental capacity to even, like, go through that cesspool.
Me neither.
Yeah, at least we're in agreement on that. Courtney... Yeah. I still think Sai's worse than Courtney. Courtney wasn't, to our knowledge, and I'm going to emphasize that because more could come out, you never really know. Courtney wasn't, like, giving children access to that stuff. Like, she was talking about that stuff, yes, which is fucking weird. And she was trying to play internet mum, is what I'm trying to say. I think Ace said something like that earlier, I'm just kind of copying him because I can't be asked to form a proper sentence.
Yeah. I said that too, that she tried to play mom, and she cared more about that, like her ego of being like a caretaker more than the well-being of the kids.
Yeah. Sai never get Courtney. I'll repeat this again because I fucked it up. Courtney never gave kids access to CP. She talked about sexual stuff with kids, which, yeah, freaky, all that shit. I'm repeating myself now, I can't be asked to care. I feel like, whether it was intentional or not, Sai giving children access to a novel that is CP, that was written by a pedophile, and it is Lily Orchard a zoophile? I don't fully know. I know she coerced, like, some retard who was trying to allow Comboy into making zoo porn.
She was like a brony, so there's probably like something.
There's probably a little bit like that. I hope you can understand my perspective on like shit like this, and like why.
I do.
Yeah, and you know, I'm not. Sorry, go on.
I just kind of don't like that. You know, I'm like being attacked for my views. You know.
Yeah, I completely get that, and I looking back, hindsight's 2020 and all that, but looking back, I should have been more like respectful with you, and like less, you know, telling you to kill yourself and calling you a retard. Like I fully admit where I fucked up. I actually do have a question before we go into that. That call I posted where I was like calling, like confronting you. Were you the one who gave it to Malcolm, or was that someone else?
No, I think in Amaral's stream you can see the guy who did say,
yeah.
The guy who did record it was there, and it was the guy who said this is retarded, this call's retarded or something.
Yeah. Then again, I could never bring myself to watch a fucking Amaral stream.
Yeah, but it's the guy who said this shit's retarded.
Yeah, so it was someone like that.
Everyone went in the league.
I'll ask some of us in Ace's server, and I'll ask Hidden about it. Because actually, I know you and Hidden have had your, like... It's okay, you guys have had your own, like, history together.
Yeah, she's gonna make a video about me.
Yeah, she is making a video about you, which, you know, I'm not gonna say anything about that because, you know, you and her have been in a lot of drama. I don't know if it's her, whatever. You and Hidden have been in more drama for longer than I've known of your existence.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to comment on that. But there is some stuff I would like to ask you regarding Hidden, and if you don't want to answer, that's completely fine.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm open to it.
How long have you and Hidden had this back-to-back for?
It was at the Cat's Lair when you know, she saw my video, and then like talked about it, and then I DM'd her stupid shit, and then, you know, the whole thing started there. Technically, it did start when the FCK thing started. You know, when Hopeless Peaches hacked, or like, you know, Hopeless Peaches and Lumi
that
hacked
fucking
down.
shit show. Honest to God.
Yeah.
Like
and then, you know, the whole impersonating thing.
Yeah, that whole.
She was there with Vlad and Akumo and Kumo.
Yeah.
When it was all going down.
Because I did message Hidden about this. This started, according to her, and this is just testimony from her. I haven't like asked for like certain screenshots from last year because I need this super important detail because it's not my drama. I'm just curious. According to Hidden, you guys have been at this since since March 2024. Is that correct?
March 2024. Let me see that. Is that when the FCK stuff happened?
Well, the FCK stuff originally happened in 2023.
Oh.
But
not the FCK.
Yeah.
Senate fall.
Oh, the Senate fall happened. I'd have to watch Lyo's response again. I haven't watched that in a while. I'll pull it off my phone right now. I don't want to like show my browser right now because I do have some stuff that I can't talk about on there. It's nothing illegal. It's legal like stuff about insurance and all that. Lyo Convoy. So his response video, that was last year. Holy fuck, where? Jesus Christ, why is YouTube mobile app so bad?
Yeah, it's bad.
So the whole Hope speech shit happened in April 2024.
All right. Yeah. That does sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds accurate.
So yeah, I think we've come to a consensus. Unless you want to like explain more about like your thoughts on like Sai versus Courtney, that we can agree to disagree. I believe that Sai is a fucking wrong 'un. I believe they're both wrong 'uns, but Sai is worse for giving children access to. I know I'm calling it CP, but I think the term's like CSEM, child sexual exploitation media.
I guess so. Yeah.
So and, like, if you have any more thing, I'm willing to move on to that more about you. We can agree to disagree on it, basically.
Yeah, I think we said our piece there.
Yeah. So, I have some questions about you now. And if you have any questions about me, I'll happily answer them, but I'm going to question you first because, you know, we were like kind of having that little gay-ass fight in Asus live stream chat.
Yeah.
Which is peak, and I love derailing Asus streams.
Yeah.
So you say that bullying, that not being bullied, but like Discord stuff and like arguing people in Asus server was the only social interaction you got. Was that you trolling, or was that you being genuine?
Well, it is technically true because, you know, ever since I've dipped my toes in this community, it's always been negative. But yeah, this has been like the first time I've tried to like socially be online, because what happened was, I'm not going to trauma dump on you, but like,
no, feel free. I'll send you the video after I like compress it, and you can like ask me to cut out parts that you don't want to be shown, because I'm willing to be reasonable.
Right. Oh yeah, so around 8 years ago, you know, I had a friend group online,
Okay.
and it didn't end well, and it left me like in a very emotional, distraught space, because, you know, it happened when I was like 18 or like 20, so I was in isolation for a lot. You know, all that self-doubt, like I can't make friends, whatnot.
How old were you when like the whole COVID thing happened? Because you're 28 now, so that 23?
Maybe 23, yes.
Yeah. Before COVID and before that group, did you have like problems just in general of talking to people? Because
yes.
when I did do my like really shitty psychoanalyzing thing I did at 2 o'clock in the morning, I could tell you like respectfully you had some shit wrong in your brain.
Yeah.
And you know, during that call, even though we were taking the piss out of you, we did genuinely want you to seek help.
Right. The thing is,
yeah, go on.
like, I spent 8 years like being really depressed and shit like that, and I was way worse than I am like right now. A bunch of stuff happened in my life, and things have been getting better, which is kind of the reason why I have this energy to do like this stupid commentary shit. It's because I feel more happier about myself. So in this weird way...
Sorry to cut you off, but like, take this as someone who's been in this commentary community since he was like 14. Jesus Christ, if you're doing well, do not come back to the commentary community if you're doing mentally well. Jesus Christ, I made my mistakes and I've grown up. But yeah, anyway, I'll continue.
Yeah. So it's like weird because when I was alone, when I didn't have this like internet access, I was depressed as fuck. But now that I'm more happier, I'm more like energized, and I have more like mental stability, I'm like trying to get into spaces like this. So when people like say log off and like get help, I'm like, well, I've been doing that for like a decade.
I get that completely. But like, well, I think Looney said this. Living, like, you need to take that advice, pal. So I'm calling you pal, that's so pretentious, but like, yeah, you really do need to take that advice, because coming back and arguing a bunch of internet retards, especially those who aren't exactly the most politically correct, like, Jesus Christ, listen to one gilded poo video, it's like you're listening to Trump's manifesto.
Yeah.
Coming into this shit and debating with people who won't change their opinions. I'm going to be blunt. People in this community refuse to change their opinions.
Yeah, I've learned. That's a pretty big problem here.
It is a massive problem, and like, it's stuff that I'm trying to work on too. But you do genuinely need to get offline. Like, I'm not saying like completely turn off your internet access, like never open up YouTube again. Like, you're allowed to do that shit, but you really need to get out of this community. This community is going to be a lot worse for you, because I'm going to come back to like you saying that like, oh, this online arguing is any such interaction you get. I was like that as a kid. It wasn't online because like, this is like 2017. I was like that as a kid. All attention was good attention. Like, even if I was being bullied, I was still getting socialized. That shit traumatized me. And I know you're an older fella. I say that like you're a fucking geriatric, but you know what I mean. I know you're older, but it's clear to me, to people in the community who are in that call, you genuinely just need to get a job and just live your life. And then maybe once you like know you're fully better, because you mentioned that you're mostly better, right? Unless I'm misremembering.
Yeah.
You can come back when you're mostly when you're like mostly better. Because right now you're a little better. Holy fuck, I'm storing like a retard. But anyway, you need to get out of this community, especially with people in Ace's server. Like I'm not trying to slag off Ace because Ace is a homie. He's a pain in the ass, but he's a homie. They're not going to be as cordial with you. They're going to take every opportunity to bully you, to make you feel worse, and to just like genuinely try to make you kill yourself.
Yeah.
That might be a little bit dramatic, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And listen, I fully fucking get getting entertainment value from retards on the internet. Like, Jesus Christ, that was my entire commentary career. Like, dude, I was friends with fucking Kumo commentary, so...
Kumo?
Yeah, you know who he is, right?
Yeah.
I was friends with him. So, like, I fully understand getting entertainment from internet retards. But
yeah.
what I'm trying to say is, although I'm not gonna tell you to be like, like completely delete your internet process. Like, as I've said, you just need to take a break from commentary Discord servers or just the commentary community in general. I get you enjoy making videos like this. Like, I watched a bit of your corny video, I didn't watch the full thing, and even though it wasn't the best video, in my opinion, you sound like you were having fun talking about it, and that's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
When I talked about the Cinny Bear shit, I was like, okay, this is awful, but it's also fucking hilarious. But like, this community is not gonna be good for you. That's all I'm gonna say onto that, because I'm not gonna go full therapist mode because it's fucking 2 o'clock in the morning and I haven't drank, but I'm tired.
Gotcha.
So yeah, you need to stay out of this community so you're in a better place. That's what I'm trying to say. And you don't have to take my advice. You can tell me to go fuck myself and hang up right now. I really wouldn't care. You're your own person. You can do what you want to yourself. Like, as long as you don't fuck children, I don't care what you do.
Okay.
And that's the best way I can put it.
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah,
I got a spam call and it interrupted my Bluetooth audio because I forgot to disconnect it.
Oh Christ.
Yeah.
Another thing. I asked you this before when like we were in that call and when I was like screaming at you and shit. Did you make the corny video to really like get deep dive into something like that? Or did you make it because you wanted attention? Or is it like a mix of both?
It wasn't attention. It was more because if it was just Courtney, I wouldn't feel like I would be necessarily the person to do it.
Yeah.
It was the thing with Lio knowing it was happening and didn't do anything about it. And, we already had beef at that point.
Yeah.
And I just felt like, wow, he was lying to me.
Yeah.
Like, because his whole internet presence, I guess before this year...
It was the Predator Hunter
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was like a good man who, had morals and shit. But, I come here and he's like telling me to kill myself over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
And then I hear about Courtney, I'm like, oh, God. And I felt like I know Malcolm had it, but he didn't like make a video about it or anything. So at that point, I'm like, well, I guess I have to do something.
Yeah, Malcolm is his own fucking kind of like tomfuckery. I don't like him. I'm gonna be blunt. I think he just likes to sit in his goon cave all day and just bitch about people he doesn't like, and he isn't like looking into wrong stuff just because he doesn't like Lio.
Yeah, he definitely has that debate bro type of horror.
He is a debate bro, honest to God. Like, I think I said this to you on the call I didn't record, but I can't stand him. He's so fucking annoying, honest to God. And it's very clear that Malcolm, I wouldn't call him malicious per se. I just call him ignorant, because I watched a bit of the stream, because he did watch my call on stream because someone leaked it to him.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, more Psy slander, and I don't know much about Malcolm, but saying that Psy leaking, not leaking, but like giving children access to CP, whether intentional or not, isn't slander. Like, we're not going to go back into Psy because I don't really want to yap about a carpet muncher for that long.
It's just that a lot of people here have flaws, and I have my own flaws clearly.
Yeah, very, very clearly.
I feel like everyone here has problems, and they're like too busy trying to one up each other rather than like try to fix anything about the community. Like they're trying to one up each other. It's like Akuma said, Game of Thrones for retards, which I kind of agree.
Yeah,
it's like this.
Akuma was so fucking
everlasting.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I can't. Oh, sorry. I didn't think you were done.
Yeah, it's just it gets to because what happened in that call was I wasn't even triggered about that. I just felt like it was fucking insane. Like, and then Malcolm and then like Sai, Vlad, Morale, they all get in. They start screaming at each other, and I just at some point I go, "What the fuck's happening? This is crazy shit." This is kind of funny, which is kind of why I don't want to leave, because it's like, this is insane.
I mean, you could still,
Like, this whole thing.
you could be entertained by that shit. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I was on a brief hiatus when I lost my computer from the content community, but like, I still like watched all the videos. You're allowed to watch the videos and laugh at the fucking like mental retardation that basically that comes because of it. But it's like being an active participant in that. You're adding to the problem. I like. Oh shit. Sorry, I pressed something wrong. As I was saying, you're adding to the problem.
Right. I kind of want to. I know it's kind of selfish and a little egocentric, but I kind of want to try to make things better. But of course, it's been a trial and error thing. It's like learning what to do and what not to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna be blunt
Especially
about that.
for someone like me, who has no social interaction for practically his entire life trying to figure this shit out.
Yeah,
It's
then
just kind of fun.
I get it's fun, but you're not the right person for that. And even if you were, nothing's gonna fix this community. It has been the exact same since the Leafy era. Just a bunch of retards with computers screaming at each other and calling each other retards.
Yeah.
So you can't fix the commentary community. You never could.
I get that.
And even if you wanted to, you're not the right person for the job. You can fully admit that. I have some... we can move on from this after, because I do have some other questions. Why did you think that in your... fucking whatever her name is, in your video... Why did you make a segment about Lio? Like,
In the Courtney one?
yeah, the Courtney one. Unless I'm mistaking it as something else, it does feel like you made it like a segment because you talked about him a lot. Now, full disclosure, I'm not trying to be like bad faith. I haven't watched the full video mainly because I just can't be arsed. Like, I have a full-time job. I work a manual labor job. I don't have time to watch this person likes kids. But it kind of seems like during the video, you kind of shifted the focus onto Lio when it's about Courtney. Like, I kind of get the idea, because, you know, Lio was in contact with Courtney. Like, I don't know the status of their relationship, or whatever, but Lio was in contact with Courtney. But a partial segment about shit he said to you on Twitter and Blue Sky, you could have cut that entire part out, and half of these problems wouldn't.
Well, the thing was he was aware that what Courtney did happened. He had evidence of that.
How long did he have the evidence? Because that's important.
It was like months. I still have the images. It has. I don't think it has. But it was a long time ago.
All right. Well,
he had it for months.
Yeah.
It was before she was even in his server, actually.
Yeah. I'll talk to Lio about that. Because I was under the impression that he didn't get the screenshots until like after it happened, and like he didn't know before. Oh, I just opened the official Discord DMs. He didn't know the full situation. They just thought, oh, Courtney was saying weird shit. So I'll definitely take him up to task on that, because Lio is very criticizable. I have my criticisms of him. On the topic of Lio, you called us Lio sweepers. Do you still like hold that opinion that we're all Lio sweepers? And if you do, could you like? I know you said it's because you think we're not criticizing him. I want more details on that, and like a public Discord call in a server full of commentary retards wasn't like the right way to do it. You called us Lio sweepers for not being critical of Lio. Is that like the only reason, or is that shit like? Is there even more?
Yeah, it feels like a lot of people here are defending his actions. Like, because when I come with the evidence, people try to gang up on me. You know, you yourself said you didn't watch the full video.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna more grandstand about that, because I don't give a fuck, to be blunt.
Right. And he's just done
yeah. Sorry, go
all
on.
this awful shit while he pretends to be this good guy to the public. And it just kept happening over and over again. And, you know, there's stuff like with Doodle Tones knowing and defending that shit.
Doodle Tones is not relevant to this conversation, although I do understand what you mean. Doodle Tones has plenty of her own problems. Like, I've made a video on Doodle Tones.
Yeah, and it's like Lio has problems, and with the Courtney stuff, it's like he knowingly let Courtney get away with it for months. And it was only when, I guess, Malcolm or me had that information that there an actual confrontation in Cat's Lair. But it wasn't even him, it was, you know, hidden and stuff. And it's like he like hides, he scurries away when things are being held accountable to him. And he has like people like you or Becca
I'm not
help him out.
Full disclosure, although me and Leo are acquaintances, I don't help him out with his drama. We just talk a lot. I know what you're trying to say. Like, don't get me wrong, but I'm not like going to help out Lio with his own drama, because Lio is nearly 40. He can handle his own shit. And
right.
I understand that you feel like people are babying him. Like, as I said, I like Lio, and I still agree that he needs to take accountability for some shit he's done, which he has done most of it, because, you know, the response video was 3 hours long. At the end of the day, we're only human, to put it bluntly. And, yeah, Lio's fucked up before. 100%, ugh. That's his own level. Yeah, I'm sorry, go on.
And I've tried to be cooler. Like, since the beginning, I've been trying to be, like, nice. And it was, you know, of course, this thing with Hidden, but I technically didn't do anything bad to Lio before he even started this, like, kill yourself or screaming at me in that one call. And that was after me and Hidden had a normal conversation, and he, like, butt in, and things ramped up after that. It's like he's very aggressive, and I'm starting to feel like he is not trying to be cordial or respectful towards people. Like, every time someone has a criticism for him, he's like, oh, that, you know, they did this or that. And he holds those things above people. But it's like he doesn't want that same thing to happen to him. But it's like this entire cycle.
Yeah, as I've said...
It's like a hypocrite.
Yeah. As I have said, I am going to take Lio up on some of this stuff and just be like, hey, can I get more information from you? So I get both sides of the story. Not because, like, I don't know how to word this. I partially believe you, but I know, like, even you admit you have a bit of a bias against Lio. So it's only natural for me to take it with a grain of salt. So I will have a call with Lio eventually just to talk about that shit. And, like, you know, you guys have to be besties, but, like, I want both sides, is what I'm trying to say.
I get that, yeah.
Yeah, as I said to you before, and as I've said on Twitter, I don't know if you actually know my Twitter, which is fine, because I just shitpost on there.
Yeah, I don't technically have... Well, I have a private account, but, you know,
yeah,
I don't
fair.
use Twitter.
Lio has his own problems that I am very critical of him about. Like, I criticized Lio in the call, you know, when he called me about some of the shit I said about, you know, not being able to help children. Like, I criticized him a lot. Lio can take criticism. Like, it's just he's not very good at it. And there is... I have to give the guy a little bit of credit. A lot of the people coming after him really have it out for him and would be willing to slander him just because they don't like him. Now, I'm not saying you're like that. Because, well, you've been very truthful with me in this call, and even though I am skeptical about you, I'm not going to just automatically assume you're a liar and, like, throw you off. Tell you to go fuck yourself.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Pardon?
I get that.
Yeah. But I feel like he responds to anger a lot because a lot of the people do come at him with baseless claims. Even though he does have his own problems, which... I am not even going to attempt to get into it because, Jesus Christ, it is such a shit show and I don't have the mental fortitude. And I will be shanking this call, by the way. I do want to get it out publicly. I won't post... Sorry, fucking... I do want to get it... I do want to get the call out to people who you have personal drama with, just so I can get their thoughts. This isn't like me starting a harassment campaign on you. I just want everyone's opinions.
Is this going to be like a public YouTube video?
Probably. It's either going to be unlisted or if the file's small enough, I'm just going to send it through Discord.
Right. Would it be possible if I uploaded it?
Yes. I wouldn't be opposed to that. I just like... I'll give you the files first before you upload it, and you can just like tell me to cut stuff out that you don't want to be public. And right. I'll do the same with me because I feel like that's fair.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, we got sidetracked enough. You called us Lio sweepers because people aren't critical of Lio, which you know I get what you were trying to say with that. But by your own logic, and this isn't like me trying to rag on you. This is like genuine thoughts. By your own logic, if we're not that if you weren't that critical of Psy, it's fair to call you a Psy sweeper. And
I disagree.
I will agree to disagree. I don't think you fully understand what sweeping is. Like sweeping is, this person can do no wrong.
Yeah, but I haven't said that.
Yeah, I know you're not saying that. I'm trying to word it properly. Sweeping is like when you say, oh, this person has done nothing wrong, he's so innocent or some shit like that. But sweepers can also be critical. And I still disagree with the fact that you call us Lio sweepers. Because, well, I can't speak for everyone on the server, but for myself, I do not consider myself a Lio sweeper. I consider myself someone who is very critical of Lio as a person. Like, I kind of laugh it off with jokes like, oh my god, he's Mexican, big L.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it's just like the sweeping thing is like in the terminology these days, and it's kind of become like, you know how this content thing works. You usually say this, and it just becomes like derogatory, and it doesn't really explain a lot.
Yeah. Like, my whole point is, I'm not calling you a Psy sweeper, I'm trying to understand your logic. I'm not going about it the best way, I can fully accept that, but, Because your logic doesn't make much sense.
It's the thing. It's like, he has his enemies, right? Sai, Malcolm.
Yeah.
And it feels like he has a group of people, his server, and he makes them fight for him. It's like his personal army. And and I guess Malcolm and Sai also do this. It's just like he's very extreme with it because he has a Discord and it's like has all this legacy history.
If we're talking about 2023, 2024-ish Lyo, like when he was this like fucking angry guy who screamed at people all the time, and he still is an angry guy who screams at people, just not all the time. I feel like it's a little hypocritical. And like, I'm not going to get into like the argument we had on that morning because, well, maybe I will. It depends if I can word it without like it turning into a shit show.
Yeah.
You tried to psychoanalyze me. Oh no, that's after. Sorry, my brain's fried. So yeah, TLDR, you can't particularly call us Lyo sweepers when by your own logic we could technically call you a Sai sweeper. Yeah.
It's just I haven't seen any of you confront him like 1-to-1.
Lyo, you see, criticizing Lyo doesn't mean it's like a one-to-one confrontation. Like I could criticize him in a public call, and like that's civil. I'm just talking about YouTube. Criticism isn't easy to do. Oh, sorry if you hear any clicking. I am playing with fidget toy.
Oh, I'm playing with like a GameCube controller, so that don't sound bad.
Yeah. It's like criticism. There's lots to be critical about Lyo about, which I have talked to him about. It's just criticism can't come in like direct confrontations. I mean, it can. It's just not the main way to do it. Like, you can criticize someone on Twitter. Yeah. Is that all you really want to say about like the whole Lyo sweeper thing? Because I haven't got any other questions about that.
Yeah, it's just kind of like a dumb point for both of us. The sweeping thing.
I can't. Yeah. I don't think you're a Sai sweeper. Yeah. Sorry, I keep interrupting you. It's a habit.
Yeah, it's hard in Discord.
I don't think you're a Sai sweeper. Full disclosure, because you are critical of Sai.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anyway, now we're gonna go on to our argument we had on, I believe it was the second or the first. So, when I told you about my experience of grooming, I am going to be blunt. The way you responded to me and the way that like I kind of portrayed it was both wrong either way. You can't psychoanalyze people like that.
Yeah, I tried to be respectful about it.
Yeah. And I admit I got more annoyed than I should have. Look, I wasn't screaming. I wouldn't scream you to kill yourself about it now because I'm more chilled out now. But it was really annoying, and that's why like I was kind of snappy with you. Because to put it bluntly,
I understand that.
Yeah, you don't know me. I don't know you. And like when I tried to psychoanalyze you, it was like this weird fucking way of like trying to use what you did against you in my own way. But yeah, you shouldn't have psychoanalyzed me. And like I'm not gonna expect you to apologize because I'm over it now.
I will apologize for it. I am sorry for that.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's just like when it comes to confrontations like that and opinions, you don't have to respect the other person's opinion, but there's a line that you shouldn't cross, and you cross that line. But that's all I'm really gonna say on it. We both that entire day was a shit show. Like I completely forgot about half of it before the confrontation. Yeah. Now, I'd be wanting to hear some like criticisms you have of me personally because I've been critical of you. It's only fair that that you return the favor. So hit me.
Let me think. I guess. Ooh, sorry, it's kind of hard.
Don't worry, I'll fast forward for like all the silence in the editing, and I'll cut out some parts that are just like yapping. Don't worry about it.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Yeah.
I guess when did that aggressive behavior? Was that normal?
Yes and no. When I'm in a discussion or some shit like this, or like having an argument with someone, I play up the aggression for laughs because that's just my form of humor. As I said, I should have handled it a lot better. It was a bit, but then like I kind of did get annoyed because some of your logic kind of pissed me off, which I already talked about earlier.
a big thing was every time you like asked me a question, I tried to talk, and you like told me to shut the fuck up, and you like server muted me a lot
I
during
didn't
the conversation.
I didn't serve mute you the most. I did serve mute you sometimes. Well, that was just to piss you off. I fully admit that. I was kind of testing the waters because, like, again, you said like your only social interaction was arguing on Discord, which I still think is really sad, to put it bluntly. But most of the time I was just trying to get under your skin.
Is that why you brought up my mother?
Yes. Full disclosure, I didn't know your mum was actually dead. I was chatting to Angie and Pumpkin. I think it was either one of those, and they said ask him how your mother is, and I didn't fully know that what had happened to you happened, and that was a complete low blow on my part. I'm not going to excuse myself because it was fucking stupid. Because I think I know this about myself, is that I am, when I'm in like a public server and debating someone, I get a lot meaner. Because it's a spectacle at the end of the day.
It is a spectacle, yeah.
But when it's like a one-to-one in private, I'd be a lot more respectful. And I didn't know much about you. If I would have known about like your mother and all that, I wouldn't have said anything. And I do take back those comments. Because yeah, it was very cruel. Like if you made fun of like my mother being dead, for example, which she's not, but just that. But like if I was in your shoes and someone did that to me, I'd be fucking fuming. I'd lose my fucking shit.
Yeah, that's like one of the things that triggered me in the beginning.
Yeah,
was people poking like that.
Yeah, I apologize for that, but I do want to say that nothing is safe when it comes to this community. Like, you know Givenant, right?
Right, yeah.
When his dog passed away, people brought up, like, they kind of mocked him for it, which, you know, it's fucked up. But,
yeah, I agree.
And, like, it's kind of it's a weird thing for me because, yeah, if I didn't like someone, and I don't know the full context about what happened between them before that, if someone did that to me about, like, let's say my cat who passed away, this is like a year ago, so don't feel sorry for me, I'm over it, I'd be fucking fuming, but I'd also kind of understand that, like, in this community, especially on the commentary side, Jesus fucking Christ, nothing is safe. They will use everything against you.
Yeah, I was told that in the beginning, by Raven actually, that they use anything that you said personal, which was a problem I did, was I tried to be personal, to like kind of reach out, be more human, but what happened was everyone used it to bully me.
Yeah, and like...
So I'm not doing that anymore.
Yeah, unless you're like in a more wholesome side of like YouTube and shit, never mention personal shit.
Gotcha.
Unless you're like willing to deal with all the shit that people give you. Oh yeah, I apologize about that. I take back the comments made about your dad. I will... Not your dad, your fucking dad, Jesus Christ. I will talk to Pumpkin and Angie about that. Well, whichever one of them actually told me to say that to you. Because it will be like, hey, I didn't know his mum was dead.
Okay.
Yeah, well...
Thank you.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Well, this call's been going on for an hour right now. I have to wrap this up because I have work tomorrow.
Alright.
Thanks for being so civil with me.
Thank you, too.
I will edit the call down, I'll edit out all the answers, and I'll send it to you.
Alright.
And we'll talk about what to do with it after.
Alright.
So, peace out, have a good night.
You too.
Bye. Is he gonna leave the call?